Good morning, everyone. My name is Jimmy Harris. I'm an academic advisor / high-set instructor with the TRIO Educational Opportunity Centers. And today I'm going to conduct a presentation on establishing wealth through financial literacy. You may ask yourself, what is wealth? Well, Merriam-Webster defines wealth as having an abundance of valuable materials, possessions, or resources. It's also the value of all the assets of worth owned by a person, community, company, or country. Wealth is also defined as having a great quantity of store or money, valuable possessions, property, or other riches, the wealth of a city. Why is wealth important? Wealth is important for your health. Wealth affords you the opportunity to live the life you wish to live. It provides you with the security to address future life challenges. It also can be passed on to future generation. And quite frankly, depending on who you ask, wealth can bring you happiness. How can I accumulate wealth, you may ask? Well, first you may start by creating a budget and pay off any high interest debt, build an emergency fund, invest as much of your income as you can, reduce your living expenses where you can, avoid lifestyle creep, and negotiate your salary. We're going to talk about these bullets here coming up in the slide. We talk about creating a budget, develop a budget plan that consists of all your debt from high interest loans, payday loans, student loans, and credit cards. As it pertains to your credit cards, let's say if you're just beginning, you get that first credit card, that company may give you a $500 limit. Well, they may give you a year, 2 years to show good faith. Well, you show good faith by paying that loan off or that credit card off. Me personally, when I began, I used my credit card for purchases such as gas. It was a gas card for me. So I didn't max out the $500. I would use 100 of it and pay it back when my bill was due. And by showing good faith, the credit card company believed in me enough to trust me with a higher credit limit. So you can negotiate with that credit card company as they raise your credit limit. You can negotiate that interest rate. You know, you want to avoid that high interest rate. You know, if the less you have to pay back, the better for you. Also, pay yourself a small percentage of your check. And what I mean by that is, let's say that you can afford to set aside $100 a week. That's $5,200 that you've saved over the course of the year. And if you multiply that times 25 over 25 years, that's $130,000. Now this money is set aside for you when if you're 21 years old, and in 25 years you're 46 years old. So do the math. I mean, just start where you can. And if you want to go even further and you want to take that and say, I'll save $100 every week for 52 weeks in a year for 30 years, that's $156,000 that you yourself can have set that you can for rainy days. You know, when your kids get ready to go back to school or your grandkids. So that's money that's a lot of money. When the government decides that they don't want to pay for your medication, that's money that you can tap into at that time when you're of age. So this is money that's on top of that income that you've already are acquiring. Invest where you can. So we have the stock market that you may want to do some research and find some stock that you may want to invest in. And if you're not comfortable with doing that yourself, you may want to reach out to a financial advisor, someone that specializes in investment banking and things of that nature. I suggest the financial advisor. Next, reduce your spending where you can. Don't eat out as much. Take your lunch to work. Spend money for need, not wants. Commute to work. I live in the suburbs of a metropolitan area. And so, and where my commute to work into the city is about 30, 35 minutes both ways. So that's a lot of wear and tear on my vehicle. I spend about $100 a month on gas. So just think if by commuting, I buy a bus pass or pass to take the train, and purchase a $25 bus pass. Well, I'm saving myself $75 a month, you know, by doing so. And with that $75, you know, I can throw that into my savings. I can take my girl out to eat at the end of the week, to the movies and things of that nature, save her for that Prada bag that she may want. So it's just something that to consider by commuting and saving money wherever you can. Avoid lifestyle creep. Lifestyle creep is a change in thinking and behavior in the way a person can afford to live. So living above your means is an example. Making frivolous purchases and choices based on want rather than responsibility or need. You see this picture of my man Lil Wayne. I don't have to tell you rather what that is, but you know, party when you can afford to party. You don't have to be. You can be the life of the party without overspending. I say it like that, and just keep it PG. Also, finally, know your worth. Negotiate your salary. You know, you know how valuable you are and what you bring to an organization. So that's the beginning of saving. That's the beginning of building that wealth that you are you're on the way of building. Is knowing who you are and your value to an organization. So when you sit down for that interview to speak with that company, you know what you bring to the table, and you demonstrate that and show that within the work that you do. Be proud of who you are and what you do. Like I said, once again, my name is Jimmy Harris, and if you have any questions, I'm an academic advisor with the TRIO Education Opportunity Center. My work number is 314-361-0265. That's office rather. And because of we're teleworking rather, you can reach me by my work cell at 314-648-5878 or by email at jharris@heccstl.com. Reach out. I'd be glad to sit down and speak with you. Our services are free of charge. And if I can't answer your question, I'll be glad to direct you to someone that can. Thank you once again.